And welcome back to another edition of Fantasy Stockball with New Level Investment Management LLC, Week 3. And we're going to give you our QB, running back, and receiver for this week. And first up, we're going to give you our QB, and that's Jameis Winston with the Bucks. He's going to have a bounce-back game this week. First week, he did great. Last week, not so much. And he's playing host to the LA Rams, who won their first game of the season last week, welcoming the city of LA back to football, and had a great win over Seattle. But from an historical standpoint, they always do pretty well against Seattle. I look for Winston to bounce back this week and have a really good game. And I'm going to compare him with Planet Fitness. Like Winston, Planet Fitness was a rookie last year. They had their IPO. So it's still a young company. But I like what Planet Fitness is doing from a market share standpoint. I think they are gaining market share in that fitness space. It's kind of like the Walmart of gyms, right? You know, their membership is about $10 a month. Now, you don't get everything that you may get in, say, LA Fitness or another big time chain health club. But for $10 a month, you get pretty much all the machines you want. Free weights are limited, but I look at it from their core customer. Is that new gym customer, someone who's not looking to do all the different P90X type styles in the gym, no judge zone. So I do think they're getting a lot of market share from that perspective. Now, once that client gets more knowledgeable and more experience in the gym, they'll move on, but then they'll pick up that new person that's looking to get into the fitness industry or get in health. So I think they're going to continue to gain market share and expand upon their core customer. So I like that. They are starting to turn a profit this year. EPS for the full year is expected to be somewhere around 63 and 66 cents a share. So I do like that small cap company trading, hovering around $1 billion for their market cap size. So it is a pretty good takeout target as well. So I do look for Planet Fitness to continue to grow as well as Winston. Next up, we're going to give you our receiver this week, and that's Odell Beckham Jr. He's going up against the Redskins. And I think this is a trifecta, right? The Skins have given up 100 yards each week to a receiver. First week was Antonio Brown. Second week it was Dez Bryant with the Dallas Cowboys. And I think that trend continues. Norman is going to try to, shadow ODB a little bit more. Each week he's shadowed a particular dominant receiver a little bit more, and I think that's going to continue with ODB. Plus, you have Cruz out there, so ODB is going to get some one-on-one action here and there, and I think he's going to exploit the Skins' defense. And I'm going to match him up with Seatrip. It's actually a Chinese stock, Chinese company. They're the Priceline of China, right? So they deal with the hotel booking, airline booking, give you those bundle package as well. And I look for Seatrip, just like ODB, to continue to just blossom, right? If you're company wanting to do business in China, especially a tech company, you really have to partner up with that Chinese company. Look at what Apple is doing, investing $1 billion in Didi, and you have a numerous other Uber. China actually shut down. They did a partnership and then shut down in China. So with these tech companies, it's really tough. That's why there's no Facebook, no Twitter, no Google in China. It's really tough to break ground. And I think Priceline realized that. That's why they did a partnership, invested some money in Seatrip, as well as they have China's big search engine, Baidu, also invested in Seatrip. So I just look for this company to continue to grow. They're bringing in over 30% of revenue increases year after year. So I just love the upside with this company. And if you're wanted to be in the travel space in China, Seatrip pretty much has a monopoly in that space. So I look for them to continue to grow. And last but not least, we're going to give you our running back for this week, and that's Melvin Gordon. And we're going to match him. He's actually going against Indy, the Colts this week. And the Colts defense is completely struggling. I look for Gordon to get off. He's having a really bounce back year from his rookie year. And I look for him to continue to get off this week as well. And we're going to match him up with Bojangles, the chicken and biscuit restaurant chain. And this space is pretty crowded. You have so many different just little eateries and fast casual places looking to get your money, especially if you want to go from a health perspective. Chipotle and a few others out there as well. So it's a really crowded space. But I do like Bojangles at these levels. It's starting to come down. Their EPS is their forward, PE is coming down, so that valuation is starting to get a little bit, it's shrinking a little bit, which is good. So, and I do think they'll continue to maybe not necessarily take market share, but to continue to keep pace with their market share. And that's why I kind of matched them up with Melvin Gordon. I look for him to continue to do better this year. I do think he has some growth potential, as long as he hold on to the football, right? But I look for him to continue to keep pace of what he's been doing. And that's pretty much where Bojangles is at right now. They're trading around about $16-17. I kind of like that area right now where they're trading at. To me, it's not expensive at all. So I continue to like Bojangles at this level. And that's all we have for you this week. New Level Investment Management LLC. Tune in for week 4 next Sunday to see what we have, and hopefully we'll make you some money.